What if it were totally normal to make money off your phone's unused processing power? What if success on a platform made you an owner? This video is about a new Web3 platform called the Koii Network. This is not a sponsored video, and this is not financial advice. In fact, you can't even speculate on this token yet because the only way you can get it is by participating in the ecosystem. I know, the crypto market is in the toilet, plus Elon says Web3 doesn't even exist, and he's right, a lot are pretty early stage, but that is the opportunity. I had a video chat with Koii's founder and CEO, Al Morris, and I'm going to show you some of the highlights, as well as show you how you can get started earning Koii for free right now by adding a Koii profile to your Twitter or Instagram bio instead of a link tree or whatever service you're using currently. But first, let me tell you why I'm interested in this and why you might be also. If you're a creator, you're giving YouTube or Apple or any of the middlemen platforms a lot of money. Koii's network is designed so you get all the money. Imagine if YouTube was governed democratically by all the creators who all get a vote. That's Koii's goal. They've got drag and drop NFTs that earn money with every view. Maybe you care about free speech and you want to protect yourself from being deplatformed. Maybe you'd like some grant money to fund your project or even help finding freelancers. Would you like to earn money constantly in the background by running a node on your phone? This is all stuff that's possible on the Koii network, and right now creators can get access to earn Koii token before they go public, so setting up your content strategy with Koii now could pay out huge down the road once they're listed on exchanges. So this is Koii's founder and CEO, Al Morris. He's young, he's handsome, he's a snowboarder, and yet his first ambition was...
Briefly, I was a roboticist before I got into software heavily. So I was very interested in building something like C3PO, that kind of direction.
Al wanted to build Tesla bots, but it didn't give him the warm fuzzies that most contractors working on the problem were funded by the Defense Department. So he switched gears.
Felt like the information monopolies are kind of the most dangerous problem in the world these days. So we started building Koii.
When I was his age, my best idea was that getting on stage to tell dick jokes might help me get laid. Al's trying to solve information monopolies. Solid start to life. Ironically, Koii could be the answer to an economy dominated by robot labor. What's left for humans to do in that bourgeois future? Clearly, the majority of people will be influencers. Yay! But in all seriousness, creative work of all types could dominate the human economy, and right now that economy is under the thumb of centralized big tech.
Facebook owns 80% of mobile social traffic. Google owns 92% of search, and Amazon Web Services is bigger than their next 4 competitors combined. And the way we win is by creating a new, democratic, decentralized internet. One where the behavior of companies like this will be impossible forever. This I promise to you, I will help you end this tyranny by building an internet that is of the people, by the people, and for the people, so help me God.
That's basically Koii.
What are the companies that are your main competitors?
To put it very bluntly, probably Google and Facebook in the long term. Our real goal is to take the people who are currently using the traditional internet and give them better options so that they have things that are better than these kind of free platforms that act as gatekeepers. Now what we have essentially is something that works like Bitcoin or Ethereum, but allows you to host kind of content-based websites, blogs, personal content, social media, just about anything that you would do on the traditional internet, but without you losing control or ownership of the content. And then we've created some fancy tokenomics so that we can actually pay you for the amount of views that you get.
In order to do this, Al developed gradual consensus. Koii is lightweight enough to run on personal devices like phones and tablets, and the first network to achieve scalable, generalized consensus.
We put a man on the moon using the computing power of a handheld calculator. There's literally millions of times more computing power in my phone. What if we use all those phones to build a massive network, a completely decentralized version of our current internet with no firewalls, no government regulation, no spying. Information would be totally free in every sense of the word.
You want to build a new internet?
Yes.
Richard, I like it. That I would fund.
That's really the benefit of this, right? Is if you can, you put your phone down on your bedside table, plug it in, and put your head down on your pillow and go to sleep. And 8 hours later, you wake up and your phone has been doing work all night for you. That's fantastic, right? Amazon's largest revenue stream right now is from microservices. It's a thing called Lambda that they created. Our nodes basically work exactly the same way. The reason that people want to trust Amazon with their hosting is because Amazon's reliable. Everybody knows who they are. The reason that Koii can actually solve the same problem is that we have all these people who we can trust, because we know that you're creating all this great content. If you don't complete your tasks properly, if you try to abuse the system and hack it somehow, then your identity's on the line, right? And for most people, most people aren't going to try to abuse a system like that, because really, if you can be trustworthy, if you can be like an honest member of this society that we're building, then you can earn a lot for that.
Koii's Layer N network achieves this without using its own blockchain. It uses all of them. The Finnie wallet, which is available now as a Chrome extension, is a great example of that.
And having a wallet that connects to all of them is really helpful for a lot of users. So we had a lot of people coming to us saying, like, this is really complicated. I have to use this wallet for this guy and this wallet for this guy and all these different pieces. And so we put them all together into one thing. And in that thing, you also get a profile page.
This profile page can function in the same way as a link tree or whatever other service you're using on your Instagram or Twitter bio, except you earn Koii tokens with every click.
It's hosted on decentralized computers, actually, which is really cool. So it'll never get taken down. It's censorship resistant, all that kind of stuff. If you have our Finnie wallet right now on your Chrome extension, you can install this right away. You can set up your links, and then you start mining Koii tokens. And right now, you should earn significantly more in Koii tokens than you would from YouTube ads. Like on a per view basis, we're quite a bit higher.
This episode is brought to you by my Patreon. Join these forward-thinking individuals in producing daily show-style news about technology topics that matter a lot more than Biden's latest brain fart. As a patron, you get exclusive access, BTS, merch, and you'll have a hand in the evolution of a show that's a life preserver in a world being hit with a technological tsunami. You'll be saving lives. I am not backing down from that.
So the target market currently is content creators and Web3 app builders. Anyone interested in an additional revenue stream, NFT drops, help finding talent, grant money. In fact, early adopter content creators like me are getting a personal white glove sort of bespoke experience.
This is basically what we're calling the creator studio. For people that contact us today, what we try to do is start just talking through the different options. It ends up being a very customized service.
So then I asked Al what year he thinks we'll be able to upload multi-gigabyte 30-minute videos to some decentralized storage network.
I think 2021.
Yeah,
so you can go to
Koii.me,
Koii.me/support right now, and our team can actually help you do that. Right now, ARweave is in the 30s of terabytes, and it's about doubled this year. So it's about 15 terabytes of content that's been contributed.
Koii uses ARweave. What is ARweave? ARweave is software that seeks to store files permanently across a distributed network of computers. Its goal is to build something not unlike the fabled Library of Alexandria, a digital archive that persists in perpetuity.
They're at this point ready to scale significantly.
ARweave may be ready to scale, but it hasn't scaled yet, so uploading your big YouTube videos there would still take some personal help from the Koii team. You then also can't benefit from YouTube's algorithm placing you in front of people it thinks may be interested in your content, so this option would only really work right now for creators who have a sizable audience. It's also worth mentioning that some of the exciting technology is still a few months out, but should launch in 2022, like being able to earn money by running a node on your phone. And currently the Koii token that you do earn can't be cashed out until it's listed on exchanges. But that kind of gives creators an advantage here because you can't buy this token. The only way you can get it is by participating in the creator economy. So once Koii gets listed on exchanges, this is not financial advice, but traditionally being early in crypto has been lucrative. Hey, so I'm just editing this, and just a heads up, after having gone through the process of setting up my Koii profile as a substitute for my Linktree, I do have to say it was a little bit clunky and did require some help from the people at Koii to troubleshoot some bugs, like I didn't set up or specify any pronouns, so it just defaulted to she, her, which makes me seem disrespectful in an unfunny way. You also can't copy your full profile link, which is weird, but obviously fixable. And there were a few more things like that that kind of held up the process. So even with the white glove hand holding service and having someone I could DM
It still took me longer than signing up for Linktree, and once my profile was ready, I still noticed that the load time sometimes took forever or never loaded, and sometimes it loaded right away. So I do have it set up. It is working, but it's tough to say whether adopting this early is going to be beneficial. I don't have a ton of traffic going through my Twitter or Instagram, and I just only set it up like a few days ago, and I really haven't earned any Koii from it yet, so it's really hard for me to tell if it's worth doing like early or if the slow load time is going to stop people from clicking. I think it would take a bigger YouTuber, Instagrammer, Twitter person than me that could have some good data on that. And obviously it's early days and all this stuff is getting better constantly. And the team at Koii was super responsive. I know they're moving really fast. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up.
So you guys might have more questions about the technology and the logistics and other stuff I didn't even know to ask. I'll do my best with a few of those right now. Questions like, how does it work without its own blockchain? How do you form a consensus network without having a blockchain? Al says a consensus network is only one part of a blockchain. So Koii makes on-demand consensus networks with any number of nodes you need and writes the results to whatever blockchain it needs to. So how would advertising be integrated with a future Koii network? He says they actually already have a few ad networks being built on Koii, but the advantage is that these will be transparent systems and won't have as much risk of becoming controlling of their users. What's the token price going to be set at when it launches on exchange? So no comment from him on that, but the idea is to scale the computational resources of the network in parallel to the attention generated so that there's always demand for the tokens, which should result in price increases over time. How many Koii do you get per view? So there's no fixed amount of Koii per view. They just do the sum total of total proofs of real traffic each day and then divide the newly created tokens among those users, I guess equally. So as more people join, there's going to be less tokens available. But hey, if you guys have more questions, put them in the comments, and all the links to Koii are down below in the description, so you can go research this for yourself. And please have a discussion in the comments about what you learned, because I'll learn a bunch from you guys. Now, go watch this video on what privacy coins are, the controversy around them, and why you should really want them to exist. Like, share, subscribe, maybe join Patreon. All right, guys, have a great day.